एंड नमस्कार सभी को। मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट दिव्या एंड वेलकम टू टुडेज लाइव सेशन। Warm greetings to all of the audience. I'm Divya and excited to connect with you all in the session. Today we are going to discuss the science of weight loss. We have our guest Priya Sahani for today's session. She is a nutritionist and a holistic coach specialized in disease reversal and motivational transformation of health with 4 years of experience. Without further ado, let's welcome Priya Sahani ma'am. Hello Priya ma'am, how are you doing today?
Hi Divya. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm doing good. Thanks a lot.
That's great. Okay ma'am, so without any delay, should we dive into the session?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. So as we are going to discuss about the weight loss, so how does the composition of a person's diet influence weight loss? And are there any specific nutrients or food groups that should be emphasized or limited?
Yeah. Thank you for the question, Divya. So, diet and the dietary composition of your food matters the most when it comes to weight loss, right? And the three complex factors that are very crucial is the amount of food eaten, the type of food eaten, and the time of food eaten. As we are going to discuss more on these three complex factors during whole of the session. So these are the three important things, and it is going to decide how you are going to, or we are going to assimilate the food, digest the food, absorb it properly, and that is only going to influence the BMI, right? And are there specific ingredients? Then definitely, there are specific ingredients. First, let me just talk about the dietary composition, which is mostly macro and micro, right? We all know that it is macro and micro. Talking about the macro, which is the foundation, it includes carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, right? And most of the Indians, they generally take the carbohydrate rich diet, especially the simple carbs, more of rice, more of roti. And whenever you'll see a typical Indian diet, it has less of, the vegetables in it, and the portion of protein. So balancing your macronutrients is very crucial, right? It is going to influence the weight loss, right? As you incorporate more of protein in your diet, I'm not saying high protein diet, I'm not saying high fat diet, high cal, nothing like that. I'm talking about balanced nutrition, where if I talk about the balancing of your complete composition of your plate, 50% approximately of your carbohydrates in all of your diet, protein somewhere around 30%, and then 20% fat, 100%, right? It is the foundation of our plate, right? And as you take more of protein and complex carbs, where you include, the fiber is being taken care of in the form of vegetables, fruits, and the whole grains, then definitely it helps improve your satiety levels. It helps you improve your digestion. It also helps you improve the specific nutrients and the essential nutrients that are important in our diet, right? A person who's, having anemia, let's say an iron deficiency, will also find it very difficult to lose weight. And simply by just correcting the iron deficiency, they can simply start losing weight. And same is with vitamin D deficiency, same is with vitamin B12, very common ones these days. And once you take care of these deficiencies, if I would say these ingredients, these nutrients, definitely, weight loss becomes easier, right? Hope that answers the question, Divya.
Thank you, ma'am. You explained how we should focus on our macro and micronutrients. So, as you mentioned about the balanced meal, so what are some practical tips for creating a balanced meal plan that supports weight loss while providing essential nutrients?
Yeah. So let me just give you a glimpse of food groups, right? 5 food groups talking about the balanced nutrition, right? So this is our hand and, 5 food groups. Let's talk about food groups here. So talking about this, our thumb, it represents the carbohydrates, whole grains, millets, and, rice and everything, right? And this forefinger, it is for the proteins, right? Including the vegetarian sources and the non-vegetarian sources. The middle finger, it is the largest of all, and it is responsible for, you can say, fruits and vegetables, right? So more of fruits and vegetables in the diet as the finger represents. And then is the ring finger, which represents your milk and, meat products, other products. And then the nuts and the seeds, the last and the small portion in our diet, right? Now, these 5 food groups includes the whole of your meal plan. Now, some practical tips, for having a balanced meal plan is very simple, eating mindfully, right? Taking full attention on your food, and then taking food on a proper timing, right? Taking it when it is required, and good amount of protein and fiber is very important in a diet. As we have already discussed, it affects the satiety levels, it affects how it is going to be assimilated in our food, right? Incorporating good amount of fruits and vegetables in our diet, right? Which includes good amount of fiber, and it enhances the balanced nutrition and also the weight loss, right? So I hope this answers the question, Divya.
Ma'am, you explained very well about the practical tips, how we can create the balanced meal, and you explained like the 5 important nutrients. So we should include, I remember only the third one, the fruits and vegetables. So
Yeah.
moving to our next question, like you told to how to create a balanced meal. So how can we like portion control and mindful eating techniques that help with weight management, and what strategies can be used to develop a healthy relationship with food?
Great question. So, mindful eating is a way to practice portion control. Okay. I personally don't believe much in portion control. I believe that a person who is mindfully available for the food, who has its complete attention over the food, is definitely going to eat, a right amount of food, is going to stop at the precise point when he knows that stomach is full now, right? And then now, the person cannot just overeat, right? Eating mindfully, portion control is definitely taken care of as you eat mindfully, right? So let me just emphasize more on eating mindfully. So as you start eating mindfully, brain also gets a signal to send, signal that you're feeling full now. And then, as the signal reaches, the satiety hormones comes into play and they makes us feel full, right? And these days, we all have become such a quick life, quick eating, especially eating has become a mindless act. So before even the brain gets the signal, it gets the signal that you're full. Before that only we have eaten so much, overeating is already done. So it is a practice. When it is done properly, right? It is definitely going to help in portion control. And many people I have personally seen in my practice, as they start eating mindfully, lot of emotional eating goes down. Lot of emotional eating goes down because you're eating consciously, you're eating with attention. And whenever you are in awareness, you cannot overeat. Strategies, a very simple strategy. Start practicing including whole of your 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, your hearing, and your, full 5 senses completely there when you're eating. And a very nice, just a second to pay a gratitude for the food that you're eating. It helps a lot to be mindful. Hope that answers the question, Tibia.
Yeah. Thank you, Primam. You explained the details very well. Like we should focus on mindful eating techniques. So moving to our next question. So are there any specific foods or ingredients that have been shown to promote weight loss or boost metabolism? How can they be incorporated into a person's diet?
Great. So, Divya, there are many and there are none. Okay. Many people get effect from something and many people doesn't get from something, right? Lot of things are personalized. And, some or the other way, what are the blood parameters, biochemical parameters are, all those things really come into the picture. Also, your regional, where you're living, what kind of food you've been eating, what food your gut is used to. These are so many, analogies that are involved in when planning a meal planner, right? But simply what I feel and what I believe is, as talk about the macros, right, in our diet, talking first about water, a miracle nutrient, a miracle ingredient. Right amount of water solves a lot of problems, right? Lot of problems. First. Second is a good amount of protein, high biological value protein along with plant-based protein. Both has to be included. If you are eating eggs, meat, poultry, milk products, right? Cheese, yogurt, as well as you have to incorporate equal amount of whole dals, right? And nuts and seeds. A right balance of good amount of protein, it helps a lot in weight loss, right? And also a good fiber intake, right? So fiber is one element, right? If you are a person who has a feeling of eating more and more, right? That kind of person, just by including fiber, a good amount of fruits, vegetables, whole grains in your diet, you start to feel fuller for a longer duration of time. And that simply serves the purpose. Okay. Thank you for the question, Divya.
Yeah, thank you, Priya ma'am. You mentioned about the water and fiber and also the nuts and seeds and all things. So before moving further, let me tell you to all the viewers that we are live on every Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. So hop on your favorite social media and let us know your doubts in the comment section. So before moving to our next question, viewers, eGlobal Doctors is providing diet consultation. We have variety of featured categories like diabetes remission, weight loss, detox program, etc. Because eGlobal Doctors is providing diet consultation, we have a variety of featured categories as diabetes remission, detox program, weight loss, etc. We will hold your hands from the beginning till you achieve optimal health. Our approach is totally scientific along with some holistic transformation tools. Register with us today at www.eglobaldoctors.com and book your appointment to get a proper nutrition coaching. We have expert nutrition coaches like Priya Sani ma'am. हम आपके weight loss में बिल्कुल मदद करेंगे and you will see the result for sure. So let's back to our topic. So Priya ma'am, as we discussed about the balanced meal, how we can do the portion control and mindful eating. As you mentioned कि dietary fiber का बहुत ही अच्छा role होता है. So
Yeah.
I want to ask like what is the role of dietary fiber in weight loss and how does it affect the satiety, digestion and overall health of a person?
Yeah, good question. Very good question. Dietary fiber is very much in a picture these days, right? So, just take an example. There is an apple in your hand. Can we gulp it? No, right? We have to chew it a lot. No, it has to be chewed. And even after chewing just one full apple, you feel like as if you have eaten so much, right? So, this is the role of fiber. You have to chew more. You have to chew more, right? And this is a very good practice because these days we have lost the art of chewing, right? We are gulping it. We are gulping the food, which is becoming a problem, right? First of all, on the physical level, it helps us in chewing more and more. First of all, a lot of um, the enzymes that are secreted in our mouth, they start working on, right? And it goes into our stomach where the carbohydrate digestion starts and it helps, it actually, we know that it starts in the mouth only. So that is the first thing it helps. And as you chew more, you feel more fuller, right? This is the first thing, means the satiety is being taken care of, right? And as a fiber moves in your gut, right? Fiber moves in the gut. It also helps in regulate the satiety hormones. It sends the signal to the brain that you're full, right? And there is not much need to be to eat more. And also it regulates our fat storage hormone, which is insulin. It triggers its slow response, right? So, whole of the mechanism is being taken care of. Along with that, a good amount of fiber helps in the production of vitamin B12. Very important for metabolism, very important for metabolism, right? And as the digestion becomes slower and proper enzymes are secreted, a proper mechanism is being followed, you definitely don't tend to overeat. You definitely don't tend to, do that eating endlessly, right? So it helps a lot in digestion, satiety, and having an impact on your overall health. Hope that answers the question, Vidya.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you for sharing the insights. So, as you mentioned in the first question, like the meal timing, the eating time is important. So, how can meal timing and frequency impact weight loss? Is there an optimal pattern of eating throughout the day?
Yeah, very good question again. So, see, Divya, we have a circadian rhythm, right? A human body has a certain pattern to be followed. That is why we have got day and night. That is why we have got the sleep time. That is why we have got the daytime, right? So let me just talk about simply on the basic timings which are scientifically being proven that yes, these are the optimal timings where when you start eating, it is going to help you in properly and effective digestion, right? So if I talk about breakfast, then definitely 7 to 9 is the appropriate time to have a breakfast. And if I talk about lunch, 12 to 1 approximately. And then, dinner is approximately in between 5 to 7, right? This is the timing that sets for where the best of digestion can happen, right? And in between, snacking is very important. Hydration is very important, right? Eat good amount of water has to be taken in between these timings is very, very crucial, right? So this type of pattern, if a person starts to follow, it is definitely going to help him doing the weight loss. And also, see, body has a pattern to digest, right? So it stores the messages in the body. So now my body knows that I eat such and such in the breakfast because that becomes the pattern, and that's what our body stores as the little messages, and it secretes the proper amount of enzymes and whatever all cofactors, everything is important for the digestion at that particular time. Meal timing is very crucial. If I eat 7 o'clock one day, I eat 10 o'clock another day. Now body is confused when to produce, what to produce, because the system is in place in the body. It doesn't go just like that. So you imagine a factory running on its own where no worker knows what to work, when to work, how to work, and everything is going. Can you imagine that factory can run properly?
No.
Never, right?
Yeah.
Everything has to be systematic. They have to come on time. They have to start by 9. They have to finish certain work by 12. They have to take a break and then do the rest of the work by 6. That's how it is systematic when it works. Same as with the body. We make it complicated. The body's process is very simple. We complicate it by disturbing the mechanism, the metabolism, and meal timings are very crucial. You start eating on a proper timings. You yourself will see an amazing change happening just in weeks together, just by eating on time, right? Hope that answers the question, Divya. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. You provided a lot of good information. Like sometimes I usually eat at 7 and another day I eat at 10. So
Yeah.
that's great to know. So before hopping to our next question, viewers, eGlobalDoctors is one complete healthcare platform solutions for all your medical related issues and questions. And मजे की बात ये है that you have these services available to you at your fingertips without breaking your bank balance and without driving all in the comfort of your living room. So moving to our next question. So Priya ma'am, are there any specific nutritional considerations for individuals with unique dietary needs or medical conditions who are trying to lose weight?
Yeah, definitely. Yes, of course. So a person, Let's take an example of a person who is diabetic, So what has actually, and a person who is diabetic and, obese, right? So does the obesity affected the diabetes or diabetes has affected being obese, right? These things has to be considered, right? And what all other blood parameters are saying about him, right? It all has to be considered. And for this specific question, I think the full session can be taken because, there are different needs for a different medical conditions and then different things that has to be considered while looking upon this particular aspect. And I think it is very good and, a great suggestion to be under a supervision while considering a diet plan, especially for the diseased conditions, right? And moreover, when you have a coach by your side, that itself gives you a confidence. When you have a nutrition coach or a counselor by your side, that itself gives you so much confidence, right? You are like, under good hands and you know what you're eating, how you're eating, and you also get to upgrade yourself. That also helps you in your belief system. And that kind of satisfaction when you get a feeling that I am going to be all right very soon, right? That confidence, when a coach transfers to you, that helps a lot in getting better. And also, it works for you on the basis when you want to lose weight as well. Hope that answers the question, Divya.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. So, viewers, if you have any kind of problem or diabetes or anything, there is no need to worry because we are here to help you at the comfort of your home. And you can reach out to our expert nutritionist like Priya Sani ma'am on eGlobalDoctors if you need any help regarding weight management. So, ma'am, in this session, my last question is like, how does hydration affect weight loss and overall health? Are there any specific recommendations for fluid intake during weight loss efforts?
Okay, yeah. The most important question has been put the last question, right? So that's what's the foundation of all. So body has 70% water. We all know. We all know these basic things. Everybody is aware, right? 70% of water, right? Fluid in our body, right? And water in itself plays a major role. Many studies and many people have seen a great impact once they simply start having the right amount of water, right? Simple water, right? It itself stimulate your weight loss. It itself helps you in weight loss, right? There is a energy expenditure increase when we start taking the right amount of water, right? So 2 to 3 liters is probably what suits the best when it comes to water intake. This is generally right. But if you still want to work on what is your water intake and all that, a good history taken by a good nutrition coach can definitely help you, set you on the pace in the minimum of things, right? Sometimes we tend to ignore certain things. And, if that's taken care of, it helps a lot, right? Small nitty gritties helps a lot. So hydration for the cells of your body, it is the major, it has the major impact on our overall health, right? Even the body's, the biochemical parameters. Let's say, imagine that you are a person who takes very less water and, then whenever you're going for a blood test, because your blood is in a concentrated, position right now because of not enough water intake, whenever you go for a test, the values are on a higher side. And simply just by taking your water, you help your blood to get into a optimum pH and also maintain the alkaline and the acid level in your body, and also helps you balance the blood parameters, right? Water has more of role than what we can actually talk about, right? But simply just saying that start focusing on your water. Actually, what I will say is first start with water itself. Start with water, correct your water intake, start taking it. Taking water mindfully is also very crucial, very important. Water changes its biological, its form, its molecular structure, I would rather say, when you take it, with what feeling are you taking? Are you just taking and gulping it up, or are you taking it up with some effect, right? By saying thank you, or by just paying gratitude, or by just saying, just feeling that it is going to help me. This is what all matters also so much. So again, the crux is being mindful, right? Even while you're taking a glass of water, right? Gulping a lot of water is again a problem. People just take a glass or a half of a liter and they just gulp it up. That is also not a good practice, right? It has to be distributed completely during your day, right? If you're sitting for 12 hours, or you're waking up for, let's say, working for your 12 hours, then every hour it has to be distributed equally, right? And that is a practice that can be made slowly by just simply following correct water practice. Drinking water practice solves lots of problems. And along with that, you can have, infused juice, infused water drinks, jeera drink, soft drink, ajwain drink, just putting a lemon and mint leaves into the water and just drinking it up. The infused water also helps a lot in this way, and not including more of calorie into the water, right, as fruit juices. This helps a lot as well. I hope that answers the question, Divya.
Yeah, ma'am, it answers well. And thank you for sharing how we can drink the water and how much we have to drink the water.
Yes.
So thank you for that. So viewers, we are delighted to announce eGlobal Pharmacy Services for our customers with the exclusive 15% discount. Yes, you read that right. This exclusive promotion is made possible through our esteemed partners, Apollo Pharmacy in India and V Pharmacy in the USA. Together, we are striving to provide you with the highest quality medications at affordable prices. So visit now eglobaldoctors.com for more details. So thank you, Priya ma'am, for providing lots of information about the topic. I think our audience has got lots of useful information about weight management and how to create the balanced meal.
Yes.
So Priya ma'am, can you provide a summary for the topic to those audience who just has joined us?
Yeah, very true. Thank you, Divya. So, the summary is, as we have spoken and completed the aspects of several parts of the food groups, talking about the 5 food groups: your carbohydrates, proteins, vegetables and fruits, milk, meat products, and the nuts and the seeds, right? The 5 food groups. The whole of the dietary planner goes in these 5 groups. Balanced nutrition is very crucial. And if you found to be taking less protein in your diet, please get it up. Take a professional help and get your, good amount of protein in your diet, right? It is to be done once, and then you know how to do it, right? And then, hydration is very important, crucial element, which we have just spoken. How it helps so much in increasing the energy expenditure. Just by taking water, the weight loss initiates, right? Many clients have started getting the weight loss just by having the right amount of water in their diet, right? In their body, right? And then the dietary fiber. Dietary fiber also, it has its equal role in proper digestion, assimilation, and giving you that feeling of fullness, right? And apart from this, the base of all is mindful eating. How you are taking your food, right? What you are taking, everything comes when you start mindfully eating, right? If I am mindful about what I am eating, let me assure you, never ever anyone can take anything just to the body. We become so much aware, we become so much attentive of what I am putting on my plate, right? Just by practicing mindful eating, mindful drinking of water, it helps not only just with your weight loss, it will also help you expand your focus. You will not only just do good in your eating, you will also start doing good in your profession, right? Because your focus increases, your mindfulness increases, and it helps you, it benefits you in everything. Your sleep improves, right? That is the crux of all. And I hope that answers everything, Divya. Thank you for the session.
Thank you, Priya ma'am, for providing the summary what we have discussed about. So, all viewers, although you might have the signs and symptoms of different problems like weight and obesity or the diabetes, so no need to worry, as our expert at eGlobal Doctors are here to help you. You can visit the website eglobaldoctors.com or download our application now. So thank you so much, Priya ma'am. It's always a pleasure to have you in our live sessions. You always bring so much of information. Thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Divya. I thank to eGlobal platform for giving me this opportunity to share what we can do for the people and how they can be benefited. Thank you so much for the platform. Thank you so much for the team. Thank you so much for all the efforts that you all are putting forward for us and for whole of the general public. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. So viewers, before wrapping up the session, are you looking for an expert second medical opinion for cancer treatment? Well, look no further because eGlobalDoctors is providing access to top oncologists from all over the world, and you can reach out to our expert doctors at eglobaldoctors.com. So thank you, Priya ma'am, for providing the information and sharing your knowledge. And thank you, audience. So it's a wrap.